Hey, welcome to the cleverly named Nate Stowe Show. Golf course was closed today, so I wasn't able to get my swing practices in. Heading over to a different location. So anyway, let's get right into this. Top 4 workout mistakes. Movie review, spoiler free, yesterday. And finally, talked about last episode how I had a new approach to putting, and it really worked. So we'll get up on those results. But first, the top 4 workout mistakes, at least as I see them. Number 1 is not having a plan. I would go so far as to say that having a bad plan is better than having no plan at all. Because you have a bad plan, you follow it and it doesn't work, you can always make a better plan. But if you don't have a plan at all, you have no idea whether what you're doing is working or not, and you might quit up and you might quit inches from that goal. I was just actually thinking about that picture. They have the miner and he's hacking his way through, and then they got the little wall and he's 2 inches away from the goal and he quits, he turns around. So anyway, not having a plan. Next is too much too soon. So oftentimes what happens is we have a plan and we're doing well and we're consistent, and then we start to notice kind of other folks around us and what they're doing, and then before you know it, we start to push ourselves. On a 1 to 10 scale, we go to a 10 or 11 because we just want to do what everyone else is doing. We want to look good in front of our peers, and it's just too much too soon. It generally just halts progress because you start using poor technique, and poor technique means that a couple months down the road, you're not able to get to the next level. It leads to injuries. Injuries lead to missed workouts. So instead of being the tortoise wins the race and just plugging along, too much too soon, bolting out of the gate, trying to put too much weight on there, trying to go too much range of motion, end up hurt or just stalled out where the tortoise just keeps plugging along and ends up winning. Number 3, poor technique. So there's a coach named Dan John, and he puts it best where someone says, hey, squats hurt my knees, and Dan John says, squats don't hurt your knees. The way you're squatting hurts your knees. So not learning proper technique. Weight training is awesome, but it's not like a right, it's a privilege. So it's a privilege to be able to lift weights. It's a privilege to be able to exercise. It's not a right, and you need to earn that privilege. You should learn how to do things properly, even if it's just spending an hour or so with someone just to walk you through and show you how to do things properly. And number 4 would be taking extended rest periods. So I like to see people work out twice a week minimum, no excuses, for 50 out of 52 weeks. So that's 2 weeks a year where you don't have to do diddly. No proper exercise routine. You can walk a lot, that's okay. But heck, you don't even have to do that. But the other 50 weeks, we should always get in at least 2 workouts. It might not be perfect. You might not have all the equipment. It could just be 10 or 15 minutes, just a little bit of movement. But taking these extended breaks, it kills people. So whether it's extended breaks for the summer because, hey, I'm traveling or I'm at the pool, or it's extended breaks around the holidays hey, don't want to start now because we're going into the holidays. I'll wait till the beginning of the year. Or it's extended breaks for, hey, I got this new job or whatever. But every time we go into these extended breaks, so we don't just do the twice a week, anywhere between, 20 and 60 minutes, depending upon where you're at now, where you want to go. Man, that's just a killer. It's just you're always starting over. Okay, on to the movie review. Yesterday, I loved it. It was awesome. Almost an A+. Biggest reason holding me back from an A+ is I didn't love the ending. I didn't love it. It was good, I want to watch it again. Didn't love it, but pretty funny. We were laughing the whole time. If you like the Beatles, it's a great soundtrack because, it's the Beatles for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So totally recommend it. Go check it out. It's called Yesterday. It's still in theaters. And finally, golf lesson that I learned, or at least it worked out, was last time I was talking about how, hey, instead of doing 100 putts in a row, I'm just going to set up my stuff and I'm going to do 10 putts here, 10 putts there, so that it's more concentration. Well, I went from making 4 out of 10 to making 8 out of 10. And it's only been since Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, working on 3.5 days of doing that new technique. So how this applies to you is when there's different goals you might want, as far as strength training, something like that, is just a little bit throughout the day. So a hip flexor stretch. You want to improve your flexibility? A hip flexor stretch. Hold it 30 seconds, 3 times a day instead of once a day for 90 seconds. If you want to get to do more push-ups, instead of doing 10 in a row, say that's all you can do, do 2 5 times a day. 2 perfect ones. Make it absolutely perfect. Anything like that, whatever you think about. If we're talking about fat loss and nutrition, then a couple, like more meals that are better versus like one meal and that's big and you ate a lot and I don't know, you snacked like crazy. I'm stretching that one. That's it. I'll be back on Wednesday.